Morning Manna Church, welcome to day 5 of this week's 21 days of prayer and fasting. Today we will look at yet another very important reason to obey God's call to be holy. We pursue holiness to really know the heart of Jesus. Let me start with an illustration. Imagine a garden with many beautiful flowers planted in it. Surely with adequate water and sunshine, those flowers will bloom and grow and display the fullness of their beauty. Not so fast. If weeds are allowed to grow in the garden, at worst, the weeds will crowd out and replace what has been planted. At best, the weeds will steal nutrients meant for the flowers, causing them to fail to thrive and mature. Unforgiveness, bitterness, and victimhood are like weeds in our hearts. We all have been hurt by others. Many of us have been rejected, abandoned, dishonored, misunderstood, thus leaving significant wounds in our hearts. The enemy loves to remind us of all the wrong done to us, whether it's real or perceived. The enemy loves to pour salt on these wounds. The enemy would love to see those wounds get infected. The enemy and our current culture would have us hate, rise up against, dismantle, accuse, or cancel those who we believe have hurt us. And without the Lord's work in our lives, our hearts will be willing accomplices to these works of the enemy. Unless we forgive, these weeds will stay in our hearts. They will grow and they will spread and they will reproduce. We will spend a lot of emotional energy either managing them or using them as excuses for not obeying God and allowing His workmanship to be displayed in our lives. These weeds will eventually deceive us and distort our thinking. These weeds will steal from us. They will undermine what the Lord has planted in us. Moreover, unless we forgive others as Jesus has forgiven us, not only will bitterness damage us, it will influence and damage others, whether we like it or not. That's why Hebrews 12 verse 15 exhorts us to see to it that no bitter root grows up to cause trouble and defile many. Holiness requires us to weed the garden of our heart. Holiness requires us to forgive. Mind you, a holy heart is not a heart that never has weeds. A holy heart is just a heart that doesn't tolerate weeds. If you've missed any of the previous morning mannas for this week, I encourage you to catch up. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow when we wrap this week up. You won't want to miss it.